You talked about like these three pivotal moments in your career where you sort of decided that the cost still outweighed, or that the career still outweighed the cost, or that you adjusted. What would do you think you would be doing if you walked away from this? And has that changed as you've gotten older?
And each of those moments, I had to think about what would I do. At a certain point, I started very young. I think my first audition, I might have been 12. And when you put everything into that, it's like all your eggs are in one basket. And then you reach a point where, let's say 25, you have passed up most of the apparatus to succeed in other sectors. I went to UCLA for 3 years, and then I left to work because it was too expensive to pay for school when I had to miss quarters to go to do jobs. I had to pay for everything. And I was like, this just isn't adding up. I basically picked a trade, like you might pick any other trade, and this one. And after you're 25, it's like, well, now I'm not going to go back to college and start over. So what am I going to do? And that was a really strong motivating point. It was always, what do you think you're going to do if you stop doing this? You've gone this far, keep going. That's the only way I ever thought I could fail, is if I stopped. And I always had a belief that if I kept going, eventually I would win. I just felt that, and I knew that. And that you can set yourself up for catastrophic failure and be 30 and bankrupt and have no future and be unhireable, or you can win. And I didn't, I really just scraped by until I was about 30. 31 or 32, and that's when my career took off. And so I was like, thank you, God, I didn't quit. Yeah. It's rough out there, folks. If you're watching, it is rough out there.
It's rough out there, and it's only getting rougher. We talk about it all the time on the show.
Yeah,
it's only getting rougher.
We've got another 8-9 months of this, and then maybe the studios will open their checkbooks and start buying content. But the worst is not over. So, prepare yourselves. There is like a hurricane, and you need to like hunker down and be safe.
Yeah. I know everyone keeps saying that, like, oh, it'll change in 2025. And I'm like, no. I mean, maybe toward the end, but middle, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on that note, on a positive side, I believe that we're kind of at the lowest point for our artistic, like creative force. And I think that the renaissance of what we do is coming, and it's going to swing up culturally. And we're going to make better stories. We're going to make higher quality. The cream is going to rise to the top. So essentially, prices, if you're a stock investor, the prices are super low. This is when you would get into the market and begin. So if you have ideas right now, and if you have passion and a strong message that means something, the audience will be there. It will always be there. They're just disenfranchised. So this is the time to start like spending your cash in the market and getting ready, because it's going to swing up again, and you will be in. So that's what I'm positioning myself for.